So my name's Emily, and just want to welcome you to Wellness Wednesday. Our presentation today is about becoming more active and moving more. So before we get started here, I do have a disclaimer here that I'll just read through. So exercise is not without risks. Individuals, especially those with pre-existing conditions or past injuries, should consult with their healthcare provider before beginning an exercise program. If at any point while exercising you feel faint, dizzy, or experience any pain or physical discomfort, you should stop immediately and consult a healthcare provider. Information provided is for informational purposes only and is not intended for medical advice. Please consult your healthcare provider with any questions. Writing. So in today's session, we'll review what physical activity is and why we should all strive to move more. We all have busy lives and schedules and know there are many barriers when it comes to exercising, and we'll talk a little bit about that. And we'll also discuss ways to stay motivated to exercise, especially through the cold and challenging weather. Thankfully, we're getting out of that and it's feeling a little more like spring. But we'll also look for ways to become more active in your everyday life too. So when we talk about physical activity, we're talking about any body movement that requires energy for us to do that movement. Activities like walking, cycling, sports, and daily tasks like cleaning and gardening, they are physical activities. So we are moving our body that is requiring energy for us to do that. These activities can occur during work, during leisure time, during transportation, and it is really essential for maintaining our overall health and well-being. So on your screen, you could see how much physical activity we should be getting. So it's recommended to get at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity or 75 minutes of vigorous activity per week. And it is also recommended to get in some muscle strengthening exercises in there too for about 2 days per week. And we do want to aim to get like 30 minutes most days of the week. So that's 150 minutes broken down into 5 days. So it doesn't have to be all at once. Those 30 minutes a day can be broken into increments, whether it be 10-minute increments, 15-minute increments, whatever works best for you to fit into your schedule. So there are 4 types of physical activity exercises that we're going to talk about today. So the first one is aerobic exercise, strength training, stretching, and balance exercises. So the first one I mentioned is aerobic exercises. So these help conditions in our heart and in our lungs to keep them working as they should. So this type of exercise reduces our risk of heart disease, stroke, type 2 diabetes, breast and colon cancer. It can reduce depression and falls, of course. So examples of these are walking, running, cycling, swimming, dancing, hiking, and a lot of group fitness classes that you might see at your local gyms. So strength training not only makes us stronger, but it also promotes bone growth, lowers our blood sugar, assists with weight control. It can improve balance and our posture, and it can, again, reduce stress, and it can reduce pain in the lower back if we're experiencing any. So examples of this exercise could be push-ups, squats, deadlifts, using resistance bands, doing exercises with those, and if you're go to the gym, using the gym machines that they have set up there. So the next exercise we have here is stretching. So this is often something that we forget about doing, but aging can lead to a loss of flexibility in our muscles and tendons. So it's really important to spend a little bit of time each day to stretch. First thing in the morning, before you go to bed, whatever it is, good to get those stretches in because it helps our muscles be more flexible, and therefore increasing your range of motion and mobility to do our daily tasks that we need to do. So some examples of these are static stretches. So this would be like doing quad and hamstring stretches. So doing something while standing and in a steady movement. Then we have dynamic stretching. So these are things doing more activity. So like jumping jacks or butt kicks. And then yoga poses. So yoga is great to get your stretching in. So some things to do if you're not going to a yoga class and just doing at home would maybe be downward facing dog or doing a mountain pose, those types of yoga poses. And then lastly, of the exercise types are balance exercises. So having better balance can make you steadier on your feet and prevent injury from falls. Hopefully we want to stay upright. We don't want to fall. So it's really important to practice these exercises because about 1 in 4 older adults fall each year, and those can be prevented from doing exercises, specifically these balance exercises. So examples of these could be single leg stands, heel to toe walks, balance boards, and again, going back to yoga poses and doing those. So there are many benefits of physical activity, as we probably know. So the first one on your screen you see is physical. So physical activity improves our cardiovascular health, and it can reduce the risk of chronic diseases like type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and stroke. And it really enhances our muscle strength, our flexibility, and our bone health. And of course, we know it supports weight management and it boosts our immune system as well. And then in the middle there, we see mental. So physical activity, it reduces our stress, could reduce depression and anxiety. And in turn, when it reduces that, it can improve our mood and boost our overall emotions as well. And it also improves our cognitive function and memory and promotes better sleep quality. And lastly, overall. So of course, there are overall benefits to physical activity. It increases our overall energy levels, reduces the risk of premature death. It can improve our quality of life and promotes healthy aging, and it strengthens social connections if you do activities in a group setting, whether that be bringing your friend or family member along on a walk or just going to a group fitness class at your local gym. So making time and prioritizing activity is really important for maintaining consistent physical activity in our busy lives. So we hear this a lot probably. Consistency is key, and doing small efforts for our physical activity will add up over time to reach our big goals. When it comes to staying motivated, we do want to set specific yet realistic goals, but we also want to try to avoid setting goals that may be too challenging at first to achieve. So set your goal and then build on that goal to make it more challenging as it gets easier for you. And then once you achieve those goals you set for yourself, celebrate your progress and your successes. You want to try to choose activities that you enjoy and reward yourself by maybe listening to your favorite podcasts or favorite playlist, just to energy your workout sessions to keep you motivated all throughout your exercise. And you want to focus on the benefits you get from physical activity. So to prioritize activities, schedule it on your calendar like you would for a doctor's appointment, and really try to stick with that schedule. Try not to move it around too much. If you are limited on time, keep your workout gear accessible for a quick workout session, maybe after work or when you get home, you could do it quick. And then on that same pulse for limited time, break up your activities into short increments of, like I said a little bit ago, 10 minutes or 15-minute increments, just to try and schedule it into your daily life a little bit better. And then combine exercises with your daily tasks, like going on a walk during phone calls or stretch while doing TV, while watching TV. So as we're going through these slides, you may be thinking to yourself, oh, how could I possibly get more active and get more steps in with the busy schedule I have? Well, on your screen, you could see some examples of some time that you could try to fit in to maximize your activity. So the first thing, when you wake up, take 5 minutes to stretch. That could get yourself ready for the day. In the morning, do lunges or squats while you're maybe brushing your teeth or waiting for your coffee to brew. When you get to work, park further away or walk to talk to a coworker rather than a call. Maybe ask them first if that's okay. During the workday, use the stairs and take a short walk at lunch. After work, do a 10-minute exercise video or lift light weights before dinner. And then in the evening, do a few yoga poses before bed. Now, you don't have to do these all, but kind of pick and choose what works best for you and your schedule. So sometimes we might not always have room in our schedule for longer sessions of routine exercise. So in these cases, we can try to maximize our activity level by increasing the steps we take. So you want to track the steps you're taking. So you could do this by downloading an app on your phone or using the app on your phone if you already have one, using your smartwatch or using a pedometer. You can try to step more while you're doing everyday chores like walking in place while you're folding the laundry or washing the dishes, whatever works best for you. And you can also try to explore new areas or trails to make walking more exciting. And you can involve your family and friends in that too. You can try to set alarms all throughout the day, just as reminders to get up and walk for a minute or two, just so that you get that blood pumping a little bit more. So once you start to incorporate activity as your daily life, you may want to challenge yourself to increase your intensity of the activity, maybe by adding more resistance, increasing the time that you're doing it, trying different methods, trying new methods that you didn't before. And don't forget to track your progress. See where you first started and then compare it to where you are in a week or two or a month or 6 months from now. By doing this, it can increase your motivation to do more. So thankfully, we are getting into the spring weather, but it's important to keep moving all throughout the year, no matter what the weather is. Like mentioned before, it is important to stay consistent to maintain overall health and well-being. So on your screen, you see some tips to stay active throughout the whole year. So first, in the winter months, choose safe and well-lit areas, especially maybe if you're going and walking outside after work. So we want to make sure that we are in a well-lit area, even have a flashlight with you as well. You want to invest in cold weather gear and wear layers to regulate body temperature. In the spring, get outside and enjoy that fresh air. But remember to maybe have a rain jacket or umbrella, especially on a day like today when it's just very rainy. And wear your sunscreen too. I know that sometimes when it's not warm out or very sunny out, we don't think of sunscreen, but make sure that you're putting it on because those UVs can come through the clouds. In the summer, try to avoid the hottest times of the day to get your physical activity in. You want to wear light colored clothing. And again, make sure that you wear that sunscreen. And then lastly, in the fall, wear reflective gear or bright colors so you're visible to everyone going by. And of course, during all times of the year, make sure that you're drinking plenty of water, you're getting enough sleep, and you're eating a well-balanced diet. So to wrap up here, it is important to think about what you're going to do in the near future to try to be more active. So take that step to adding more activity into your routine, even today, and set an achievable goal. Stay consistent with those goals. And then once you get those goals into your routine, add more movement, add more resistance, add more time if you can. While you are starting the routines, use tools and resources to your advantage. Maybe download a fitness app or tracker, see what your local community centers and gyms are offering, and see if you could be involved in them. And look into getting some workout gear, workout equipment in your home to do activities there. And then just to quickly go over our key takeaways from today, we talked about what defines physical activity and outlines, and we outlined the 4 types of exercise. There are a lot of physical, mental, and overall benefits to physical activity. Starting to bring physical activity into your routines is a great step forward, but we should find ways to stay motivated and switch it up too. If you're not feeling something that's not motivating you anymore, switch it up. Try and find a new activity that does keep you motivated. So we have an online wellness platform that contains a variety of resources to help you increase your activity levels. We have exercise videos, step trackers, and an app. So this is only now for Geisinger Health Plan members or employees of an employer that offers a GHP wellness program. So hopefully that works for you and you can access these resources by going to geisingerhealthplan.com for exercise help and also health coaching as well. If you do have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to us and we will get those questions answered for you.